Hi, this is Ian Wright, and this is going to be a little meditation on unfolding wholeness. And, well, I'll start by chatting for a couple of minutes until people settle in, and I know a lot of people pick this up later, and I'm still doing it, and I've been doing it for months, but people seem to like it, so I'll keep going. We've just put out on Monday the Stillness Practices course, which is very exciting, on the dynamicsofstillness.com, and that's 36 practices. It's a project that I've been working on for some years, linked to a course I've been teaching for possibly 15 years, which is much more than meditation. It's about finding a place in yourself of neutral. It's about developing a relationship with stillness. It's about reconnecting to the deep tides, the natural fluid tides in nature. And it's about reconnecting to your own inner sense of health. And so all of those things thread in together, and that's what makes it a developmental process. And that's why it's something I think very different and new. And I'm very excited by that course, and that's available. But also the other two courses are available, the anxiety breaks, and I'm going to be having an interview with Fran Curry on Tip FM on Monday about that. And actually on Monday evening, I'm going to be giving a lecture here on, this is more for practitioners, osteopaths, professionals, people in my profession, about managing the whole idea of long COVID, and that's quite detailed and quite physiological, and it would probably takes a little bit of understanding of it, of immunology, etc. But I think it's a hugely important subject. That's why I'm going to talk to people about that on Monday evening at 7, I think it is. So let's do a little meditation. So this is really connected to some of the work that we do, where we are engaging with the embryological forces which are at work from the very beginning of our conception and actually continue to function throughout our lives. They recreate us in every moment, and if we can engage with these formative forces within ourselves, it can be very wonderful experience and really focus us very deeply on our own potential for health. So that's the kind of process that I'm looking at, developing things a little bit, something a little bit different. And I do a lot more of this kind of stuff in these embodied practices on my kind of courses, more the professional courses. But here's just a little introduction to something. So I'm just going to talk you through. So just find yourself a place of comfort and close your eyes and allow yourself to settle. Let yourself feel the ground, feel your feet on the floor. Feel your butt on the seat. Allow yourself to settle into your spine, relax into your spine, let your spine soften. And just bring your attention to something quiet, something soft in your breathing. And with each out-breath, just let go of any tension, anything that's built up in you throughout the day. When there are feelings out there in the world, etc., about uncertainty, there is always certainty in you. If you relax into something that's very still in your midline, That is your place of safety. So what we're going to do now is we're going to start to feel these fluid formative forces in us. So I just want you to get a feeling quality. Bring your attentional awareness to your skin. One particular part, or if you can be broad, all of your skin. Feel how your skin, feel the weight of the air on your skin. You can sense that with your sensory field. Feel the clothes. Feel that as your edge, where you meet the world, where you meet your clothing, where you meet the air. Those senses we tune out. We don't really want to feel them all the time because they represent normal and the brain sees that as normal. But we can bring our attention to that. Now, what I want you to do here is to try and tune in to feel some part of your skin that feels soft, that feels delicate, that feels fluid, a degree of fluidness, a degree of quiet fluidity. And you can start to feel this fluidity breathing. It normally starts somewhere, it could be where your hands are or around your chest or somewhere in your body. And what you're doing is you're aligning your attention to this soft, fluid breathing. And that fluid breathing has a quietness to it. And very soon, this kind of fluid, quiet starts moving to different areas of your body. Somewhere like your knee might start feeling a little bit fluid. Everything gets quieter and softer, and the edges get softer. It's like your edges they start to soften and become more fluid, and you start to become fluid, like a fluid body. And the interesting thing about this fluid body is it actually is bigger than you. It's like when you become fluid at the edges and everything softens. This fluid body, which starts to form, it's like an egg. And as everything quietens and starts to become more fluid, it feels very nice, first of all. Any aches and pains or any areas that feel blocks just become fluid. Everything starts breathing as this slow, fluid breathing. And behind that fluidity, there is stillness. So that there is this fluidity and there's this stillness. So the feeling sense is you being like a fluid egg. That has a quiet to it, and that quiet is within this greater quiet, this greater stillness that's all around. And within this fluid body, this egg, everything is not separate. This, you are whole. Like the conceptus, the very beginnings of the embryo, where everything is in potential. This stillness that is going to unfold and has that memory. We have that memory of that perfect form that develops into our perfect embryo, unerringly perfect. And so from that stillness, that wholeness, we become. And we continue to keep becoming every moment. That memory of that unfolding wholeness, which is us. And in that wholeness, there is no fear, there is no pain. There are no concerns. So this for wholeness, which is unfolding within us moment to moment, is perfect. And there everything goes still, right the way to the horizon. We really should be doing that every day. I think the world needs that. It's like giving the world a treatment. I wish you well. And as you come out of that, remember to take a sensory memory of what that feeling is, what that quality of that feeling is, so that you can reflect to it, come back to it, return to that stillness, that wholeness, which is always you. And if you can come back to that, it just makes life softer, easier, and more fluid, even when there is external stress. I wish you well, and we will pick this up with something else next time. And if you're a practitioner or interested, tune in on Monday evening. And I wish you well.